The Fairy Princess Who Refused to Shine. In the hidden valley of Erethiel, where moonlight rested like silver silk upon ancient trees, there lived a fairy princess named Luriel. She was not the kind of princess sung about in cheerful ballads. She did not flutter aimlessly among flowers. She did not giggle beneath rainbows. Luriel carried a crown woven from starlight and the unbearable weight of expectation. The fairy realm of Everlight survived on radiance. Each fairy carried a glow within her heart, and that glow sustained the forests, the rivers, and the sky itself. The brighter the royal line shone, the stronger the kingdom flourished. Luriel's mother, Queen Seraphel, was the brightest fairy in 1,000 generations. Her wings shimmered like dawn breaking over crystal waters. Luriel's wings, however, flickered. Not dim, but restless, unpredictable, sometimes blazing like wildfire, other times barely glowing at all. The elders whispered, "A future queen must be steady light." But Luriel felt something no one dared to admit. Light that never flickers, never grows. On the night of her coronation, the valley gathered beneath floating lantern orbs. Luriel stood upon the crystal dais, her silver gown trailing like mist. The high elder raised his staff. "Princess Luriel, offer your light to Everlight." She closed her eyes and reached inward, and found darkness. Not evil, not cold, but deep. A quiet place within her that did not wish to shine on command. The air trembled, murmurs spread, her wings dimmed. For the first time in Everlight's history, a princess failed to blaze at her own ascension. The council called it weakness. Luriel called it truth. Before dawn, Luriel removed her crown and placed it upon the throne. "If my light must perform to be worthy," she said calmly, "then I am not the queen you seek." Without anger, without tears, she walked beyond the shimmering borders of Everlight into the shadowed wilds, a realm where light did not rule. There she discovered something astonishing. The shadows were alive. Not monsters, but forgotten things, creatures that thrived without constant brightness, flowers that bloomed only in twilight, streams that reflected stars more clearly without the sun. In the darkness, her wings changed. They no longer flickered. They glowed softly, steady, warm, real. Back in Everlight, something unexpected happened. Without Luriel's unstable light to challenge them, the kingdom's brilliance became rigid. The forests stopped adapting. The rivers overflowed in places they never had before. Crops failed. Too much light had made them fragile. The queen finally understood. Perfection had weakened them. When Luriel returned months later, she arrived not in a blaze of glory. She arrived in twilight. Her wings no longer shone blinding white. They carried hues of violet and deep gold, colors no fairy had ever worn. "I have learned something," she told the council. "Light that fears darkness cannot survive it." She did not promise endless radiance. She promised balance. The kingdom resisted at first, but when she allowed twilight to touch the forests, new species bloomed. When she allowed shadows to remain in the valleys, rivers found their natural paths. Everlight no longer glowed constantly. It breathed. Lyriel was crowned not as the Queen of Light, but as the Queen of Balance. Under her rule, fairies were no longer forced to shine at full brightness every moment. They were allowed to dim, to rest, to question, to evolve, and the kingdom grew stronger than it had ever been. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.